Hello, and welcome to Drawn Reddit series where we not only draw the Reddit stories, but also get the author's permission before doing so. This was posted on Prorevenge by Ungrateful DED called Sky Raisin Pie. He speaks of a man named Don who worked as a camp cook up in northern Ontario, Canada. So Don was working as a cook at a construction site in the middle of nowhere just outside a small northern Canadian town. The workers mostly stayed and lived in the camp for a few weeks at a time, where breakfast, lunch, and dinner was provided. So you can imagine cooking for a bunch of hungry workers was an all-day event, and Don would start things like pies at dinner time, dessert in the morning, or right after lunch. After being taken out of the oven, he would put the pies by the windowsill to cool, and then he'd do other things around the kitchen, go to the supply warehouse, walk in the cooler, etc. 1 month in late spring/early summer, he would find his pies were going missing, sometimes a dozen or so at a time. He would do sleuthing and ask around, but no one would admit to it or say they ever saw anything. That's when he hatched a plan. For anyone who has ever spent any time in Canadian spring and summer in the wilderness, you would have experienced the dreaded horsefly. These things were basically the great white shark of flies and can literally take a bite out of a person and cause them to bleed. They were huge compared to the housefly and were as abundant as sand on the beach. So what did Don do? He set up a fly trap and caught at least a gallon of these things and proceeded to make Sky Raisin Pie. He used all the same ingredients as any fruit pie, but substituted in the juicy plump flies instead. He made enough for 2 pies and left it by the window, and sure enough, they went missing. He never did know exactly who stole and ate the pies, but he did have a good guess, as 2 of the young camp workers were on the toilet most of the afternoon and missed dinner altogether. No one got seriously hurt or anything, but pies never went missing after that.